Hello everyone, I'm Nader Dreta. We've met before, but I'll introduce myself again. I'm a teacher of English, instructor in the AC, and academic head of some international schools here in Egypt. Now we're going to talk about SAT grammar. Okay, you have studied grammar all year long, since you were kids in KG and so on. Some of you studied grammar well, some of you do not remember grammar, but now the level of grammar we're talking about is a little bit different. Now we're talking about formal grammar, the standardized grammar. When Queen Elizabeth or Obama or any speaker or anyone who wants to give a speech in English should use this one. It's not the language of the internet, it's not the language of the media, it's not the language of conversation, not the movies, not the songs, no. It's different. This is the highly academic English. Sometimes you have courses in the AC called academic English. I teach them this. So now you are going to take a course of academic English, not normal everyday language. I don't like to say this is SAT grammar or this is the grammar. No. The grammar is the same in all stages. And this, we have another name for this, which is conventions of the language. Conventions of the language are simply the rules or the criteria that govern the language, the standards that govern the language. Now I'm going to start from scratch, as if you do not know grammar. We are going to explain each and every minor detail of it. So this is, I can call it a foundation course. Even if you are good at grammar, it's no problem. If you studied this, you would be better and best. Now, what are the lessons we are going to discuss? The first one, which is for today, is pronouns. The second one, next time, is called the subject-verb agreement. And then we have modifiers. Then we have parallelism. Then we have the verb. Then we have sentence structure. Then punctuation. Then transition. Then organization of the text. And finally idioms and diction errors. These are the 10 lessons we are going to study through these sessions. Again, pronouns, subject-verb agreement, modifiers, parallelism, the verb, sentence structure, punctuation, transitions, organization of the text, and finally idioms and diction errors. Of course, some of you are a little bit aware of certain of these topics. Some topics are totally missing. Some topics are totally new to you. Don't worry. We are going to go in depth. We are going to go in detail for each of these topics. Do not worry at all. And I'm going to start from scratch. So if you know some ideas about the topic, it's okay. If you know nothing about any idea, it's okay too. We are going to go it from the very beginning. Again, this file and all the drills, exercises, and explanation will be on the site, so it would be so easy for you to go back to the site and check yourself. What are pronouns? Okay. A pronoun is a part of a speech that can replace a noun. For example, Queen Elizabeth is the Queen of England. She is over 80. Okay, so she can replace Queen Elizabeth. So simply, she is a pronoun that replaces the word Queen Elizabeth. But pronouns change according to their form, according to their function. Not like Noha, for example. Noha is a name, it's a noun, it's always Noha. Whether it's a subject or an object, it is the same. But pronouns are changed according to the function they do. We have a word, a pronoun. We have another word which is very important and would be repeated many times, antecedent. What is antecedent? It's simply the word the pronoun refers to. Queen Elizabeth is the Queen of England. She is 50. Okay, she is the pronoun, Queen Elizabeth is the antecedent. So, the pronoun is she, and the word that this pronoun refers to is called antecedent. Is it clear? Again, the pronoun is she. The word it refers to, Queen Elizabeth, is the antecedent. We have cases of the pronouns, but nouns and pronouns can be either subjects or object of the verb. Rami is my friend, so Rami here is the subject. I met Rami. Rami here is the object, but Rami is the same. The form does not change. So the subject is the one who does the verb. The object is the one that the verb is done to him or to her. But the nouns do not change, whether subject or object. The nouns do not change, but the pronouns are changed. And now let's see how they are changed. Look. Pronouns change form depending on whether they are subjects or they are the objects. For example, she likes him. She is the subject, that's why it comes in the subject form. Him is the object, that's why it comes in the object form. And this is our next form. Now, these are the forms. The first one we call nominative case. Nominative case is the subject. The first one is I. Me is I when I am the object. My car, possessive. Mine is also possessive. And the myself is called reflexive. Okay. You is the one you talk to. Your car, yours. Yourself, singular. Yourselves, plural. He, subject for a person, masculine. Him, his car, himself. She, her car, hers, herself. Its a tail. This is for animals or things. We don't have one here and itself. We, people who talk. Us, our cars, ours, ourselves. They, them, their car, theirs, themselves. I met him. I is the subject, so it comes in the form of I. Him is the object. He met me. Me is the object and he is the subject. I did the homework myself. Here I emphasize that I did the homework without any help from any other, so I did the homework myself. The car is mine. Be careful. Mine is not followed by a word. The car is mine. I cannot say, this is mine car. No. The car is mine. But this is my car. This is my key. This is my mouse. My is followed by a word, but mine is not followed. The car is mine. This is my car. This is very important. This table is very important because it simply shows me each and every pronoun and how it is used. Now, let's see some errors and how we can correct them. This is very common on the net. I see it so many times. Me and my parents ate dinner. Is that correct? No. Now, let's see how it is corrected. My parents and I ate dinner. Mr. Nader, we have seen it on the net. Yes, I have seen it myself, but it's wrong. Not everything we see in Facebook, in Twitter, in Instagram is correct. Even it is written by American people. This is wrong. Be careful. I can never say me and my family. I should say my family and I. But why? Because I here is the subject, because it is followed by the verb. The tourist asked my friend and I. No. Now let's correct it. The tourist asked my friends and me. Why here is me? Because me is the object. How do I know it? Okay, I'll tell you a trick. Just omit my friends, just omit and with the preceded word. So read it. The tourists asked I. Wrong. The tourists asked me. When you cannot decide whether it is I or me, just omit and with the word preceding it. The tourists asked I? No. The tourists asked me. Here. Omit my parents and me ate dinner. It should I ate dinner. You got the point? So if you cannot decide whether it is I or me, omit and with the preceded word. The Girl Scouts sold cookies to my sister and I. So it will be sold the cookies to me. Yes, it would be sold the cookies to me. You got the point now? Okay. Who and who? Lots of people misuse them and they confuse who with whom. When can we use who? When can we use whom? There is one thing in common and one thing is different. Both are used for people. Who and whom for people. I cannot say the dog who drinks. No. The car who. No. Then who and whom are used for people. But who is used as the subject and whom is used as the object. In other words, who is followed by the verb, whom is followed by a complete sentence. Let's see it. This is Rami who lives. Yes, this is who. Why? Because who is followed by the verb. This is Rami whom I teach. This is a complete sentence. That's why we take whom. So who is the subject. Rami اللي أنا اللي هو ساكن. And this is Rami اللي أنا بدرس له. So Rami here is the object. That's why we took whom. Rami here is the subject. That's why we take who. Now let's see this difficult sentences. The essay points out that the reduction in taxes only benefits the people whom understand. No. This is a verb, so this should be who. Who understand the tax code. Type. Then skydivers, who many people usually admire. Admire. Who is the object of admire, so it should be whom many people admire. This is very important. We should put clear reference to each pronoun. So each pronoun needs to have a clear reference to which word this pronoun refers. If there is a pronoun, it should be obvious what noun the pronoun is referring back to. For example, Rami and Sami are my friends. He is very clever. Who is very clever? Do you know? Can you ever tell? Rami or Sami? No. So this is wrong. Why? Because I don't know who is very clever. This is unclear. Who is Sami? Who is clever? Who is Sami or Rami? I don't know. So that is not clear. I have to say who is clever. So Rami and Sami are my friends. Sami is clever. This is clear. When you do not understand which word that the word he or the pronoun he refers to, this is considered wrong. Pronouns have to match their antecedents. Do you remember what is antecedents? Yes, these are the words that pronouns refer to. How they are matched? They are matched in number and person. If the antecedent is singular, the pronoun should be singular. If the pronoun, or if the person plural or singular or feminine or masculine. So, if a person wants to succeed in life, you have to know the rules. A person and you, no, this is not correct. This is not the same. A person is not you. If I want this to be correct, I should say, if you want to succeed in life, you have to. But if I want to say a person, this is singular, I should say, if a person wants to succeed in life, he or she has to answer. So the pronoun should agree with their antecedents in number, in form, and in person. Now this is a simple exercise. We're going to go through it quickly. Now we have a word in the sentence and we have a pronoun that refers to. Okay. Now, please get the keys off the counter and bring it or them to me. Which is correct? Them or it? Quickly. Yes, correct. Keys should be them. So the key is the word and them is the pronoun. Tanya has beaten his or her or their. Tanya is a girl. One should be her. Right. Next. If you see Rami, please tell him or them. Rami is just one, so it'd be him. Quickly. My brother and sister and I. Huh? Sweet, right? Bread is it. Hurry up. Mediterranean is she, right? Mara is sh, and Alana, there are two, so they. Cats, them. Ray, his, and Ruben, to it. We have something which is called indefinite pronouns. Indefinite means not definite. Like someone. Do you know who is that someone? Like some place or somewhere. Do you know that where is some place? These pronouns are called indefinite. Now let's read them. They are divided into three groups: for people, for places, and for things. Everyone, everybody, someone, somebody, anyone, anybody, no one, nobody, each, either, and neither. And then we have everywhere, somewhere, anywhere, nowhere, everything, something, anything. Be careful. All these are singular. On the big budget movies, each of the actors has. Now you talk about each, not are. But the actors, no. I'm speaking about each of the actors. Every one of the experts invited to speak at the conference were? No. Everyone was. Again, it is singular. Anyone, again, is an excellent reader. So, when you see each, every, some, these are all singular. Some problems. It's. We have three it's. The first one is possessive for it. The cat drank its milk. This it's it apostrophe s. It might mean it is or it has. It's getting dark, so it is getting dark. And then we have its apostrophe. This is a wrong form. Please, when you see this in your exams, please omit it. It's not correct. There, their, this is possessive for they. The students under their tasks, the cats clean their bodies. There, the other one is the opposite of here, and this is for places. There are some people waiting at the bus stop. Who? For people, for subjects, as we just said. This is Rami who lives in Cairo. Whom for people, but this time is an object. This is Rami whom I teach. Whose for people but possessive. This is Rami whose father is a doctor. Which for things, subject or object. This is the book which I read twice. The same with that. This is the book that I read twice. When for time, it's Sunday when we meet. Where for places, this is the school where I work. Please be careful. Who, whom, who's for people, who for subject, whom for object, who's for possessive, which and that for things. And later on we know what's the difference between which and that, when for time and where for places. To sum up, when we have a sentence in the ST exam and we need to understand the sentence fully, and the sentence has a pronoun in it, you have to consider 4 elements. The first element is the case. What is the correct case? Subject, object, possessive, or what? My family and I, or my family and me. Number 2, the number, whether it is singular or plural. Number 3, everyone respect his or her teacher, of course. Number 3 is the reference. Each one should have a clear reference. And finally, we have to check consistency. We should talk about the same person each time. Now we have a simple exercise. These sentences are all taken from real sad tests. Now let's see and let's read the first sentence. And this is, by the way, the form it appears in the exams. Among the discoveries made possible by the invention of the telescope, they found that dark spots existed in the sun in varying numbers. And you have they found, underlined and written in bold. Then number A, no change, it's always the same. No change, which is the same sentence. And then scientists found, they had found, they are fine. Which is the correct answer? Yes, correct. Now let's see it. Scientists found. Why scientists found? Because who are they? If I say they, who are they? Whether the discoveries or what? So I don't know which word the word they refers to, which is not correct. Number 2. Carlos cherished the memory of the day when him and his sister Rosa were presented with awards in recognition of their meritorious service in the country. So here is where, which is the verb. So I need to have the subject, not the object. So the correct answer is he. The survey indicated that workers in the United States hope that his or her wages will keep pace with the rising cost of living. His or her referring to the workers. This is plural and this is singular. So I have to take the plural form, okay, which is B or C? B. Why? Because C is a place, which is there, right? Number 5. During rehearsal, the director plays the actors which, it doesn't sound correct. The actors should not be which, because which, as we have said, is for things, not people. So I have to take who or whom. Okay? Had supporting roles. We have who here. We have two who and then having no verb. So I should have taken who has no. Actors plural should take have, but we don't have. So I take C. 6. Hearing the unexpected loud noise, Cindy, Lori, and me were so startled. Where is a verb, so I need to have I. So I choose I. Thank you very much. We have finished our lesson of grammar. It is about the pronouns. Next episode would be subject-verb agreement. I hope you have understood what I have said. You are going to have a copy of this presentation with a complete set of exercise and in our page. Thank you very much. I expect you respond to it soon. Thank you.